Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to my channel from wherever you are watching it. Today, I got a 1 minute video. So you can build your own podcast in less than 1 minute. So I'm going to show you like how you can create your own episode of podcast which has the latest information about like which are the topics which you wanted to be create in your podcast, which you can do it and publish it, and you can go back and share to your friends, colleagues, whoever you want it to be, and do it. And it's gonna be free. The first kind of a podcast is gonna be free. And later on, if you wanted, like I can create a one more video where you can try to create a podcast within your own laptop for free as well. That also I'm gonna create a one more video. So let's before going to that. So if you're not subscribed or not liked my channel, I requested you to like and subscribe my channel, right? So and I'm gonna thank you for liking and subscribing my channel. So let me go ahead and show how to do it. Like you all knows, like the Google Notebook LLM is how powerful RAG model it is, and today we are gonna use it for building a podcast for us. All you need to go and do it, right? Go to google.com and click the pod this link. It's gonna come says like Google Notebook, and it's gonna comes here, and you can create a new notebook, and you can add your sources, right? I added my sources from my DevOps playbook, which I already did it. All it needs to be upload the source book, and then you can start. It's going to summarize your audio overview, briefing your documents. You can add your notes as well, and there is a multiple data sources as well. You can link your YouTube or a website or any copy in the text, or in a Google, and it has a source limit of more than like 2 terabytes. If you go to the plus one, you can upload and you can play with your entire documents, which are research papers, which you wanted to be make it as a podcast. So all I did it right. So I uploaded the DevSecOps playbooks is 2025. What is the major things, and I'm going to show that as well, right? So if you open this, I'm going to open like what PDF have been uploaded. So if it look, it's ultimate playbook, how DevSecOps and how AI is gonna comes into the DevSecOps um, change, right? So it's gonna give you a brief understanding what is DevSecOps, how it's gonna work, and how AI is gonna be bringing the changes into the DevSecOps world. And all you need to write, you can brief this document, and you can create a timeline. So you can all you need to go ahead here and try to generate. The moment if you try to generate, it's automatically go through your enter PDF, and then it's gonna create you the podcast one, which I have already done for this particular session, right? So all I need to go to my podcast which I have created, and now I'm gonna create my episode. So what I've did it like I just log into the my Spotify account, which I already have it, and I created my episode. All you need to do it, right? So whatever the file format which you are having it, right, you can click it, and you can summarize. The summary has already been pretty good here. So I can do one thing. I can copy this, Okay, so I created this DevSecOps podcast. It's been uploaded. I can start listening it. And if you look at right, it's going to create a context between the conversation between the two people, and that's how it's gonna create. It's gonna gives you like about the topic, and it's understanding to it, and you can add the number of sources into the ones, and it will gonna, and you can play interactive way, right? So for example, I wanted to ask like how will a is gonna be uh, uh, change into the DevSecOps war, right? How AI is transformed the DevSecOps practices by 2025, impacting the software SDLC life cycles and security. It's gonna gives me the comprehensive right by 2025, and AGI or AI will be essential for DevSecOps, making a significant shift in how SDLs is going to be secure, right? So it's going to give the real-time assistance and enhance those threat detections and non-human identity protections, right? So it's going to give you detailed explanation, and you can interact it with this particular PDF, and you can ask it, right? Hey, what is shift left approach? So most people who works into DevOps, they knows like what is shift left approach. So it's having that capability, understanding your document, because the RAG model, and then it's use its own understanding. This lift shift left approach is bringing the security checks earlier, right, in development process. So that's what it's gonna talks about it, right, in shift left approach. So I've downloaded my podcast once, and I've been uploaded that. So all I needs to do it, right? Go to the Nest and create your podcast. If you look at here, the podcast is been here, and you can start listening this podcast, which has been available in my Spotify account. I'm gonna share that links if I were I wanted to do it. I can share that link as well. I can copy and paste, and they can start listening that podcast. So it's very simple. You can put your own podcast if you like to. Thank you so much for your like and subscribe, and thank you.